throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I won't bend, break, I'm going away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Edmonton, Ontario for race number 28 of the season number 4 for the Reebok Truck Series. And join me yet again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
Front row today will be Sabrina Rogers starting alongside three-time winner and chaser Jonathan Zorline. Tom Shelley will start alongside the points leader RJ Reynolds in row 2, with chaser Preston Plord in row 3 starting alongside William Brock. And Stephen Paul III, Sky Commons, row 4, with Kev Shear and Chris Wilson in row number 5. So a chaser in every single row of the first 5, and I see one in row 6 as well. So as I say that, though, here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Stephen.
So coming into this race, we have two things mainly. One is the road course, and RJ Reynolds has won 2 road courses races this year, and he's the points leader, so that bodes well for him. Early in the season, we saw some wrecks, but usually the leaders that bodes well for Zorline. And a third one I both point out, Kev won the Edmonton Hooters race here, so he has momentum coming into this. Sam Young is going to try to catch Reynolds, but we'll see how it turns out. Pit strategy can always play a factor in it, as our final row is Sacco and Louvier.
I just realized something. This might go really bad.
It's a road course, no it won't.
Okay, I apologize. We are not going to be running our normal deal with road courses. I just realized. Cautions
Good
are
job,
on.
Charles. Yeah, we're not the only ones messing up tonight, aren't we?
Cautions are on. So this is going to be fun as here comes the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
So points coming into the race today are RJ Reynolds is the points leader by 10 points over Sam Young. Oh boy, Sabrina Rogers has broken down on the grid.
Not a surprise.
So great start.
It's already going from bad to worse.
So RJ Reynolds is the points leader by 10 points over Sam Young. It's 19 back to Jonathan Zorline. Preston Plord is 40 back in 4th. Seth Cole, fresh off his first top 5 of the season, is 5th in points, 45 points back. Amanda Shelley is 46 back. Dylan Young is 68 back. Kev Shear is 92. Zach Flickinger is 9th in points in the 9, and he is 99 points back. John Irvin and Joshua Hyatt come into this one tied for 10th, 125 points back. And Sky Commons rounds out the chase grid, 12th in points, 143 points back, as anyone in the chase could still leave here as the points leader, however unlikely. And I'm noticing that what ended up being what is drivers left there was having a very big issue of trying to catch up.
And we do have 41 trucks due to lack of funding. Someone is missing. I don't know if I was supposed to mention that or not.
No, it was not mentioned. It is Trevor Germain in the 06 truck that is not in the field today. And Germain actually came into this race 30th in the points, so.
Alright, for that break. Probably go test in the Hilton car.
As this ought to go well, I'm not gonna lie, there's probably gonna be a first lap caution.
And that'll be the first caution in a road course in series history.
Well, no. Well, in this series history, yeah. Not in the channel's history. As pace car is off, and we are set to go racing. The green flag is out, and we're underway for 20 laps here at Edmonton.
I think this was, I don't even remember. I'm not even going to try because I'm going to botch it horribly. Steve Ball threw 3 wide.
Yeah, and that's going to probably be where we wreck. I don't know.
Tom
Shelley just ran. Oh, there goes Pollard.
Oh man. Okay, that's down. We hit the invisible wall, and we're in the fire truck.
And there goes the caution now, as now they're wrecking back here.
We're gonna see this. Oh,
Seth Cole
except.
runs into the Aldra.
Well, that's gonna save the one.
Or at least a little bit, as Sky Commons now tries to make the move on Preston Plord.
I'm gonna have to say the 97 hood is destroyed.
Most likely. As is the rear end of the 98 a little bit.
Yeah, that was a huge shunt.
They're
RJ
still
fell back.
battling for 5th right there.
Okay, that was the trouble spot, and it certainly was.
As Sky Commons now is going to be able to complete that pass, I believe, on Preston. Yes, he will. Contact back there for Max Anderson with the wall, I believe.
Yeah, this is never this worked.
As Preston not able to make it work there on Sky Commons. As Zorline will lead us under the yellow.
And if Tom Shelley doesn't pit to fix the nose, I'll be surprised, because that was some enormous shunt.
Well, it actually doesn't look as bad for him as it does for the 98.
Yeah.
As we see the pace truck out for the first time in series history.
The pace car driver said, "What? I'm going on the track."
As there's Seth Cole, Sabrina Rogers still on pit lane, so I'm willing to bet she's having to be towed around the entire length of this track.
Yeah, and she's getting service right now. It's Seth Cole. That might be the end of the day for him, and that's a horrible break for him after his first top 5.
And survey says no, looks like he'll be fine. As let's take a look back at what officially brought out the yellow for the first time today. And we're back. This is actually not what brought out the yellow, but this was some of the first lap shenanigans. Dylan Young and John Irvin, 2 of the chasers, actually making contact. James Quall's involved in it. James Shelley gets a piece as well.
And Card Pollard up there.
Delano Brahimian gets a piece of it. Dylan Young another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Stephen Paul III went for a ride. I'll tell you that.
Again, that also not what brought out the yellow, although they were 3 wide here.
And I am not sleeping better tonight.
And contact with the 24 of Preston Plord is what sends him off the track. And
now whoever made this track is stupid. Who puts an invisible wall? He could have just slid into the other side and he would have been fine.
And that's where the yellow came out, actually, right there. So let's see if there's anything else back here. No, so the official reason for the yellow, I think, is going to end up being debris, but...
And since Seth Cole dies farther up.
Let's see what happened to Seth. They're 4 wide there, and he takes the evasive action. Alger Baranowskis also spun.
We didn't see Baranowskis spin.
Well, we haven't seen it, no.
That might be what brought out the yellow.
No, the yellow was already out before that. And for Baranowskis, she got up on the grass. A little bit of help there maybe from Fitzwater. But just ends up looping around and befoed Sacco with a miss.
Yes, he did.
So with that, though, let's go ahead and get you back to the restart. And we are back. No retirees, although Sabrina Rogers and Seth Cole are 1 lap down, apparently. So there is that. And pace truck is off. Jonathan Zorline, Tom Shelley, William Brock, RJ Reynolds, Sky Commons, Preston Plord, Kev Shear, Chris Wilson, Max Anderson, and Amanda Shelley are the top 10 as we go back to racing.
Now, do we make it around the lap or we get another caution?
That's going to be a very good question. I guess a lot of it depends on what happens in this corner right here, as RJ Reynolds going to get the wall.
Yeah, then he hits the Ford wall driving to Toyota.
So far, so good. Looks like through there. Caution is out. And we actually do have a spin there. So that one probably going to be what
now we might have
happens.
strategy mixed into this now.
We'll see. As there's James Qualls also on track still, but off the pace.
Now it looks like, man, I don't know. Might be have a caution every lap.
We might very well. As Amanda Shelley now goes and passes Chris Wilson. And can Tom Shelley try and close in on the 98? Doesn't look like it. Although Steve Pollard going to try and grab a spot from Max Anderson. Remember, he's got the damage on the Pennzoil Chevy. Nearly hits the wall again, although his teammate Tim Randolph will hit the wall.
Yep, as you know, this is why no caution is a better factor, because that corner is death over there.
Meanwhile, Joshua Osborne not able to stick it in there on the 92 truck, and we are under yellow once again.
Yep, as the leader is now still Jonathan Zorlin, going
Still
for his
Zorlin.
400th.
Zach Flickinger with heavy damage. Let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the second time today. And we're back. Here's what happened to Delon Ebrahimian. Oh, Zach Flickinger and Zachary Fitzwater. And that's probably going to be what brought out the yellow right there. The hit to the 9.
And then
Meanwhile,
83,
Jack
nice
James
miss.
as well.
I can't believe Stephen Paul is still in the race.
Stephen Paul III gets run into from behind by the 66, I think. Yep. So more damage now to the 01. And with that, let's go ahead and take you back to the restart. And we're back. Worth mentioning, John Irvin and Dylan Young. Well, I mean, I guess there goes those chances of him winning.
Dylan Young's truck is absolutely physically destroyed.
Dylan Young is now driving a modified as he and John Irvin both pit underneath the yellow. Jonathan Zorlin is the race leader over Tom Shelley, William Brock, Sky Commons, RJ Reynolds, Kev Shear, Preston Plord, Amanda Shelley, Chris Wilson, and Steve Pollard, the top 10. No retirees yet, although now Zach Flickinger joins the one lap down list. Max Anderson runs 11th, Joshua Osborne, Joshua Hyatt, Chris Louvier, Cole Deaver, Tim Randolph, James Shelley, Faith Rollins, Elijah Gilbert, and Card Pollard, the top 20. Bafode Sacco, Binky Louvier, Samet Ozkan, Alex Perkle, Kyle Matthews, Jack James, Zachary Fitzwater, Alexander Rowe, Delon Ebrahimian, Sam Young, Jessica Shelton, Stephen Paul III, Johnny Gardner, Vince Almarego, Alger Baranowskis. I guess it's Sabrina Rogers, Seth Cole, James Qualls. I'm not quite sure what the running order is there. Either way, here we go. Pace car is off, and we are back to racing here on lap number 7.
Do we make it? Do we make it to the corner of death?
That is the good question.
As here we come, 97 just can't get on the. Oh boy.
As they make it through so far.
As we might actually make it a lap through the corner. Wow.
Looks like we did. Meanwhile, William Brock's going for second.
Yep. Tom Shelley trying to pass. I don't think Tom Shelley's won
Yes,
this
we
year.
did actually make it through the corner.
It's good. Now, like I mentioned, talking to Charles under the yellow, we had one pit stop in the Hooters race, and a lot of the back markers who had the revolving wrecks pitted. So could that make it to the end now?
We'll have to wait and see on that one, as Sky Commons is going to now take third away from William Brock as Tom Shelley reclaimed second position.
That's what he needed. As Kev, he will won the Hooters race coming up through the field. Amanda Shelley.
Amanda Shelley now, as I believe, oh, never mind. Anderson is the one trying to take positions here. Is now, can they survive this corner?
The Daytona winner, and the 5 will not.
Chris Wilson into the wall. Now, is that going to be enough to bring out a debris yellow? No. Yay. Okay, so we'll make a lap.
What are we, NASCAR in 2009?
So Jonathan Zorline now leads a full green flag lap here at Edmonton. With
I thought they were
cautions
pitting
on.
for a second. I thought they were pitting for a second.
So now Amanda Shelley trying to get past Preston Plord as Kev Shear tries to look past RJ Reynolds.
Oh, they're loose, man. Oh, man. Somebody's going to
RJ's
spin
got
off that
damage to the
corner.
left side of his truck.
RJ won at Watkins Glen in Motorsport, if I'm not mistaken.
Those were 2 of his 4 wins, yes.
So he's a pretty good. Is his best stat road courses?
No.
That's the funny part.
As right now, just looking for where's a good battle on track. It looks like that might be our best battle right now, is what's shaping up between the 00 and the 09, although, never mind, now I see it. Chris Wilson
We're
and
back.
Joshua Osborne battling for the 11th position.
We're back to our regularly scheduled program at the road courses. I'm sorry, I
Which
have.
might actually be what Dylan Young would want to see, as Kev Shear now trying to get past RJ Reynolds, but that wasn't the spot to make the move.
If a modified wins a race, I think that would be the funniest thing in the world.
As now can Kev make the move down here into turn 1. Not able to make it happen just yet.
I don't even know how that's going to pass post-race inspection. Oh boy, they're sweeping.
They're swerving right now. Kev's going to try and go to the driver's right, the outside of that corner. It's going to turn into the inside, though, for him and move Kev Shear to 5th.
I need a pack of Winstons after watching that move.
Meanwhile, Zorline with a 1.2 second lead over Tom Shelley.
Yeah, the 98, I guess that damage is helping him out because he's pulling away. Commons, he needed this run after sitting on pit lane at Zen Joltis.
Pocono.
No, it was Pocono, yeah. We were having the party in the Pocono, so.
You're thinking of Cup, that was at, or no, you're thinking of Hooters, that was at Zen Joltis.
Yeah, Zen Joltis was a very interesting race. You have to go back and watch that again.
Yes, definitely. Steve Pollard trying to now catch the Daytona winner, Max Anderson here. He's going to think better of making the move into the chicane.
Steve Paul was the National Colorado Speedway winner. Did I say that right? I think I said it wrong.
Caution is out. I think you said it wrong. Sabrina Rogers has found a wall.
The bad day has gone to a really bad day for Sabrina Rogers.
That truck is destroyed. Johnny Gardner with a lot of damage. The Miller Lite Dodge. Vince Almarego as well, the 66. And John Irvin's driving a modified.
No, the 19's a double modified.
So with that, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the 3rd time today. And here's what happened between Vince Almarego and Sabrina Rogers here. Contact between those two.
So what is Sabrina hit? Sabrina hit something hard.
And Johnny with nowhere to go.
Wow, look at Almarego.
Now, what, like you said, what did Sabrina hit?
Sabrina hit the fire truck and the freaking Marshall.
Well, she also hit the invisible wall.
See, that invisible, whoever made the track should not have put a wall there. That's so stupid. And then she hits the, oh my god, and it kills the, and then she's going to run over the fire marshal. Poor fire marshal.
Actually, she avoided someone in there, I don't know.
Here comes Irving and his modified.
Yeah. So with that, let's take you back to the restart here once again. And we are back. Sabrina Rogers, the only retiree from the race after that last incident. And now Delana Brahimian has decided to pit underneath this yellow. As Jonathan Zorline leads over Tom Shelley, Sky Commons, William Brock, Kev Shear, RJ Reynolds, Preston Plord, Amanda Shelley, Max Anderson, and Steve Pollard the top 10. Chris Wilson, Joshua Osborne, Joshua Hyatt, Cole Deaver, Chris Louvier, James Shelley, Tim Randolph, Faith Rollins, Elijah Gilbert. Bafode Sacco is the top 20. Samet Ozkan, Card Pollard, Binky Louvier, Alex Perkle, Kyle Matthews, Jack James, Zachary Fitzwater, Alexander Rowe, Sam Young, Jessica Shelton, the top 30, Stephen Powell III, Alger Baranowskis, James Qualls, Dylan Young, John Irvin, and Delana Brahimian, the lead lap trucks, as well as Johnny Gardner and Vince Almarego. So,
yep, so it'll be interesting to see how far they can make it on fuel.
Yeah, the 2 and the 66 are indeed on the lead lap, so as pace truck is off once again, we are over halfway home in this one, and Jonathan Zorline will lead us to complete lap 11. We're back to racing once again.
Sky Commons trying to make the move there, 97 blocks.
He tried, and unfortunately did not quite work out for him. Max Anderson makes the move on Steve Pollard, though.
The Daytona winner coming up through the field.
Or at least trying to get some spots back. Chris Wilson has to think better of his move there. Chris Louvier goes wide, and sideways. Jessica Shelton's around, gets hit by Dylan Young.
And that's caution, and nice plow.
Zach Flickinger also in it, and yep, yellow flag is out.
Well, we made 3 laps green at least.
Yeah, at least at one point. Now can Tom Shelley close in on Jonathan Zorline here? It's the closest anyone's really been to that 98 truck.
Yep, the Peanut.com truck. And the 97, actually, the closest has been the 97's hood's been the closest to the 98.
Well, okay, outside of like under yellow and the first lap.
As,
Meanwhile,
let's,
back here, Preston Plord is going to make the move on Max Anderson, get back by the
oh,
92.
God, the 0 came really close to that
And
wall.
Steve Pollard going to lose some spots there as he loses a spot to Chris Wilson. And
The 11's got
Joshua
red.
Hyatt tried to make a move, not able to. And Zorline still hangs on to the lead.
Yeah, and the 11's got rear end damage, too. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, I mean, is it really a surprise? We have yellows in a spot that normally hasn't had yellows. Bunching distance is like way too close. Way too small. I will even admit that right now. Pacing distance also might be a little too low.
Very true.
So with that though, let's take a look at what happened to bring out the yellow for the 4th time today. And we're back looking at Jessica Shelton's truck here, trying to figure out what might have happened. Baranowskis decided to go no brakes.
What was that, Charles? You ain't kidding.
I said she decided to go no brakes there, and Dylan Young just decides to run into the 84. Flickinger runs into the left rear of the 84.
How the 17 made the corner afterwards was amazing.
So Baranowskis decides to use the 84 as brakes going into turn 2 and somehow gets away with it. So
And it tries to use the 10 further up, and that didn't work.
somehow Dylan Young not black smoke despite hitting with literally the engine bay. But that, let's go back to the
The
restart.
19 needs to be taken to the R&D center immediately.
And we are back. No new retirees underneath that last caution, so still 38 cars on the lead, 38 trucks on the lead lap. Johnson Zorland is still the race leader over Tom Shelley, Sky Commons, William Brock, Kev Shear, RJ Reynolds, Amanda Shelley, Preston Plord, Max Anderson, Chris Wilson, the top 10. Steve Pollard, Joshua Hyatt, Joshua Osborne, Cole Deaver, Chris Livier, James Shelley, Elijah Gilbert, Faith Rollins, Tim Randolph, Bafode Sacco, the top 20. With Card Pollard, Cement Ozcon, Alex Perkle, Binky Livier, Kyle Matthews, Jack James, Sam Young, Zachary Fitzwater, Alexander Rowe, James Qualls, Stephen Paul III, Alger Baranowskis, Dylan Young, John Irvin, Delana Brahimian, Jessica Shelton, Johnny Gardner, and Vince Almarigo, the lead lap trucks here in this one. So they're coming down this final straightaway. Go ahead.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens on the restart. Can they get on the back bump of the 98?
Yeah, that is going to be the real question. Can anyone do anything with that AMPM Toyota there in the race lead?
Going for his 4th win of the year.
Trying to tie RJ Reynolds and Elijah Workman for most wins in a single season. And the green flag is back out. A good restart there for Tom Shelley, and maybe a little too good.
Yeah, he tried it, and Sky Commons is coming.
Common's going to try and make the move.
Oh, don't wreck
RJ
him.
was in the wall.
Yep. Oh, my God.
They made it work for now.
Is everybody fanning out back there as still
They
straight?
survived. No one was
amazing.
spinning, at least.
That's a miracle.
As Tom Shelley was able to get second back from Sky Commons. Here comes Kev Shear now looking for 3rd as he got 4th away from William Brock.
As he's trying to do his end, trying to pull off the end and sweep. Can he get up there?
That's going to be a good question because he looks like he's got a good truck at least.
Well,
He's going to not get the good run there as here comes William Brock now.
on the inside, battling all over the track. This is what I like to see at the road courses.
And going to be able to keep it off the wall. Yes, he will. Amanda Shelley's going to make a move on RJ Reynolds, the points leader there. Nye will make it work, though. Now, did we make it a lap? Yes, we did. It looks like, at least. So
Oh my God, it's a miracle.
that's twice today that we've made a lap.
Yep. Let's see if we can keep it this way. And I'm really surprised. There's no pit stops. Usually at a road course there is one, but
Well, I guess what it is, they got to save a lot of fuel underneath the mini yellows. So
yep, they've been stopping. As Ford doesn't look like it's going to win with the Ford logos all over the track.
oh, Amanda Shelley and Preston Plord and Max Anderson.
Is that a yellow? Probably
Oh,
not.
Steve Pollard.
He made a hell of a move. I don't think that's
And
a
it
yeah.
is.
That's a bummer.
As
That
Max
was-
Anderson, although then again, it could have been for something else too. But
Yeah.
Fode Sacco's on pit lane, so I think signs point to it was for something else.
Well, it looks like we're not going to get a green white checker because we have one lap yellows here. So it'll be interesting to see. We'll have like 2 laps to go.
Yeah, we shouldn't have green white checker there. Because I know that like when you get like with 3 to go, sometimes it won't go back. But either way, coming to the line, Jonathan Zorline will continue to lead.
Yep, in the 98.
So with that, as they go to yellow, let's take a look back at what happened to Bafode Sacco to bring out the yellow for the 5th time today. So before we show the incident with Amanda Shelley, this is actually what brought out the caution here. Bafode Sacco trying to battle with Tim Randolph, going to slide off course.
Oh my God! Ow! Ow! Ow!
And he's going to slam that wall.
Oh God! The fire marshal is still alive somehow. They must have got a replacement.
And that will be the end to Bafode Sacco's day. Meanwhile, just before that, Preston Plord trying to battle with Amanda Shelley. He's going to turn into the right-hander. Amanda Shelley kind of loses the back end a little bit, makes contact with the 24. Max Anderson makes contact as well.
And that's 2 chases right there getting into it.
And amazingly enough, not anyone else ending up hitting them. So with that, let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Bafode Sacco retiring out of the race after that last incident. Jonathan Zorline is the race leader over Tom Shelley, Sky Commons, Kev Shear, William Brock, RJ Reynolds, Chris Wilson, Steve Pollard, Joshua Hyatt, Joshua Osborne, Cole Devers, Max Anderson, Chris Louvier, James Shelley, Amanda Shelley, Preston Plord, Faith Rollins, Elijah Gilbert, Samantha Oscon, Tim Randolph, the top 20 with Card Pollard, Kyle Matthews, Zachary Fitzwater, Alex Perkle, Binky Louvier, Sam Young, Jack James, Alexander Rowe, James Qualls, Alger Baranowskis, Jessica Shelton, Stephen Pollard III, Delon Abrahamian, John Irvin, Dylan Young, Johnny Gardner, Vince Almarego, Seth Cole, Zach Flickinger. The cars running. Amazingly enough, literally everyone's in order.
Yep.
Not often that happens on a road course with when you have restarts. So
Here we go. Now everybody. I don't think anybody's got to pit for fuel, so let's see if Zorline can hang on one more time for this restart.
and green flag is out. Final restart of the day. 2 laps to go here at Edmonton. RJ Reynolds making a move there on William Brock, and actually going to end up trying to pass Kev Shear as well.
You got a hell of a start.
Oh, William
well.
Brock right into the back bumper.
Brock said screw it, and a lot of brakes and the tempers are overflowing.
And they make it work so far.
I don't know how we're making it work. That was insane. As Zorline's got this in the bag.
So now can RJ Reynolds hang on? That's a lot of damage to the Toyota there for him.
That's an understatement.
Steve Pollard trying to grab 7th away from Chris Wilson. Will do so. For now, although here comes Wilson back at him.
And now some of these guys who are in the chase for the Cup Series try to get road course help for the Cleveland, the inaugural race in that series for it. So we'll see how
Again, we
how they
don't
can
know
help
how
out.
we're uploading these.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
That might have happened already, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm getting confused. But anyways, here comes Zorline down to come and take the white flag.
And no yellow there, so he'll raise it back anyway. So no green, white,
And
checkered.
no pit stop. And this is probably the first road course race in the history of this channel with stops.
You want to say that again? William Brock just had to pit.
Oh, can they make it? That's the question. Can they make it
Or
now?
is he pitting for damage? That's the real question now. So
I think it might be for damage.
as Perkle's going to grab 21st away from Amanda Shelley. Thing is, they're not going to pit anyway, even if they had to. So Joshua Hyatt trying to find some ground here to make up.
Could come back for him.
Kev Shear and Sky Commons battling for 3rd.
And coming off the Zorline, looks like he's going to do it.
Looks like it. Right now, no challenge from behind.
If he pits here, it'd be the funniest thing ever.
Would be something.
Here we go.
As Tom Shelley closing the ground a little bit there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As there he goes through the final set of corners, Jonathan Zorline going to win here at Edmonton.
And everybody crossing there. Sky, Kev, RJ, Steve, 11 there he is. There's the 3. Plord, who else is coming through here? Chasers wise. The 52 is not
Max
a chaser.
Anderson fell back, by the way, on the last lap.
You might add an incident. Seth Cole was a lap down. Tough break for him. Dylan Young's modified comes home 34th.
There's William Brock. Anderson was in the top 10, and he's going to finish the day in 23rd.
And he's got a lot of damage.
As
And Brock has got a
crosses the
modified too.
line right there. Let's take a look at what happened for Max Anderson on the final lap. Well, actually, so he was last scored in 18th. Let's see what happened here.
You mean more shenanigans? Whoa, man.
Something had to have happened, I will be honest. This is not like someone to lose 5 spots on the last lap.
Oh man, he's gonna get hit right here. No, you're gonna hit that wall probably.
That might be it. Fitzwater, no. He loses 2 spots there. I think he's going to end up being this wall here. Card Pollard right there. That's going to be his 3rd spot. I don't know. I guess he just... Wow.
I mean, he had damage for that incident with the 24 and the 7, so that might be hampering his straightaway speed.
And just barely going to lose out here to Sam Young at the line, so... Wow.
Yeah.
I thought something would have surely happened there. Oh well. So your winner here today is Jonathan Zorline, as he gets his 4th win on the season, winning by 9/10 over Tom Shelley. Sky Commons, Kev Shear, RJ Reynolds round out the top 5. 4 chasers in that top 5. Steve Pollard,
Yep.
Chris Wilson, Joshua Hyatt, another chaser in 8th, Joshua Osborne, and Cole Deaver rounding out the top 10. Steven, your final thoughts?
A lot of cautions, a lot of it. Turn 2 or 3 was death. Jonathan
Turn 1
Zorline.
Yeah, turn 1 into turn 2. So
Jonathan Zorline, even though he had a huge shot in the rear by Tom Shilley, was able to hold on for his 4th win. Good run for the chasers, Kev and RJ. Sky Commons needed this rebound race. That's definitely going to help him out. Seth is going to drop like a rock. I don't know the next race for the Truck Series, but like I said, stay tuned. It's going to be very interesting because everybody's still in it, has a shot, and this series usually has the best points battles. So we'll see if next week Zorline. Remember, his first 2 wins were back-to-back, so let's see if he can do back-to-back again here.
yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I don't remember right off the top of my head where we're going next, but I know it's... I think we start that next loop again where it could be anything, literally. So, with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan 291. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.